is the outlook of presentation regarding practical malware analysis, in which I will be covering basic concepts regarding what are malware and their common types. I will be also covering brief info regarding what and why malware analysis is required. Then onwards, I will be discussing about the types and tools of malware analysis. At last, I will be performing and describing dynamic malware analysis on a sample rat malware. What is malware? Malware is a code that performs malicious action. It can take the form of an executable file, script code, or any other software. Attackers use malware to steal sensitive information, to spy on the infected system, or to take control of the system. It typically gets into your system without your consent and can be delivered by various communication channels. These channels can be any emails, web, or USB drives. Some of malicious actions that can be performed by malwares are such as disrupting the computer operations, stealing sensitive information that includes any personal, business, and financial data. Malwares are also used to gain the unauthorized access to any victim's system. Malwares are also used to spy on the victims and to send spam emails to any victims. Nowadays, malwares are also engaged in most common attack, that is DDoS attacks, and also the nowadays very popular that attack is ransomware that are used to lock up the files of any computer and they hold them for any ransom. Common types of malware that includes virus, worms, backdoor, trojans, adware, spyware, rootkits, keyloggers, botnet, ransomware. Apart from this, there are many other advanced malwares that are currently active, such as logic bombs, fileless malwares, and many other hybrid malwares. What is malware analysis? Malware analysis is the study of malware's behavior. The objective of malware analysis is to understand the working of malware and how to detect it and eliminate it. Usually, malware analysis involves the analyzing of suspected binary files of any malwares in a safe environment to identify its characteristics and functionalities so that better defenses can be built to protect any organization for future attacks. Why is malware analysis required? The primary motive behind performing malware analysis is to extract information from malware sample, which can help in responding to a malware incident. The goal of malware analysis is to determine the capability of any malware sample, to detect it and contain it. It also helps to determine identifiable patterns that can be used to cure and prevent future infection. Here's some of reasons why one will need to perform malware analysis. First one is to determine the nature and purpose of malware. Second one is to gain and understand how the system was compromised and its impact. Third one is to identify the network indicators associated with the particular malware, which can then be used to detect similar infections using network monitoring. Fourth one is to extract host-based indicators such as file names and registry keys, which in turn can be used to determine similar infection using host-based monitoring. And the last one is to determine the attacker's intention and motives. Say for example, during your analysis, you find that malware is stealing banking credentials, then you can deduce that the motive of attackers is monetary gain. Types of malware analysis. Mainly there are two types of malware analysis. The first one is static malware analysis, that is also known as code analysis. The second one is dynamic malware analysis, that is also known as behavior analysis. Apart from these two methods, there is also another third method, that is hybrid malware analysis. That is a more advanced and complicated malware analysis approach. All the types of malware analysis accomplish the same goal of explaining how malware works. The tools, times, and skills required to perform the analysis are very different. It should be also noted that when performing malware analysis, both static and dynamic analysis should be performed to gain a complete understanding on how that particular malware functions. Static code analysis. Static code analysis, that is, actual view of code and walking through it to get a better understanding of a malware and what is it doing. It is to be noted that this method of analysis, there is not any actual execution of malware. Rather, it is to be analyzed so that information can be extracted from a malicious program. There is two types of static analysis. Basic static analysis that deals with finding metadata of a malicious program such as name, size and type of file, which can provide about the nature of intrusion. The second one is advanced static malware analysis, in which malware is dissected into a binary code to study its individual components by using reverse engineering or disassemblers. Here is the list of most used tools for performing static malware analysis. Have a look at it. Dynamic malware analysis, also known as behavior analysis, is how malware behaves when it comes to execution, who it talks to, what gets installed, and how it runs. It is to be noted that in this method, actual malware is executed under controlled environment and supreme care to study about its functionality. There are various sandboxes are available in market which provide such safe and controlled environment. Dynamic malware analysis is used to look up for following purposes: network traffic analysis, file system behavior, and registry changes. Here is the list of tools that is used for performing dynamic malware analysis. Now comes the sample dynamic malware analysis, in which I have taken a sample malware. His name is DHL delayed parcel print receipt. It is in a malicious executable file which contains malware within it. The category of malware is remote access trojan. Tools used in this malware analysis are AnyRun, that is an online sandbox. The second one is virustotal.com. What is Any.Run and its features? Any.Run is a new online sandbox analysis application that is used to run suspicious executable or visiting websites and record real-time system and network level activities. Any.Run provides features such as cloud-based malware analysis, and it also contains wider sets of environment to perform malware analysis. And it also provides summary of indicators of compromise in convenient format. It also provides mapping of material attacks of a possible malware sample. It also has an interactive process graph, and it provides various network analysis events, and also user can dump the full network activity in PK format. Here is the homepage of Any.Run. These are the features and functionality of Any.Run as discussed earlier. It provides real-time interaction, network tracking, process monitoring, material attack, and behavior graph. Here is the list of organizations trusted by Any.Run. These are the other features that are provided by Any.Run. Here comes the dashboard for Any.Run. As of community version, we can run any Windows executable file within Windows 7 32-bit operating system. We have created new tags, and added our sample malware. Now we will press run. It will load the analyzed sample and take some time. Now we can see that it's loading our uploaded sample and it's creating the environment for executing of malware. It has created a network connection and preparing to start the execution of malware. Here we can see that the execution of malware is started in background within the Windows 7 system, and it has taken the resources uses as of CPU and RAM. We can see that in right topmost corner of screen. We can see the list of processes running by malware in right side panel. It has started multiple processes in the background. It has also shown has of updated malware sample, and from its characteristics it has categorized as a Trojan and red. Now it has finished analyzing the malware sample. From it, it has created report and shown IOC and process graph and AWT and attack matrix. Here is the connection details along with the IP and more to which malware is trying to establish connection. Here we can see the network stream among established connection, that is raw data flow between two hosts that is happening among right now. Here is the list of all detected threats that are found to be in form of network Trojan. And here is the threat details regarding each threads. Here is the process details regarding execution of sample malware. Here we can see that the process is trying to connect with command and control server, and as of which Nanocon has detected. Here comes the command and control server. Here is the detail of behavior activities that are performed by this particular process. Now here is the execution of script which is creating files in user directory, and here is the details of behavior activities by this particular process. Here, this one is action is trying to steal the personal data of user. It is behavior detect activities, a process that is trying to steal the credential of a data. Here we can also download all the network traffics in PK format. These are the indicators of compromise that have been fetched by the system. Here is the process graph of malware education. And now here is a AT&CK matrix details which shows all the possible indicators of compromise and possible attacks. Here it shows the scheduling tasks where a process is scheduled to get execute itself. Here comes the scripting where there is a execution of a malicious script. Here shows the credentials in files that can also be stolen as a possible attack by this malware sample. Here shows the email collection where there is a stealing of credential of users. Here is another scripting that executes the scripts in background. So these are the all possible attacks that have been shown in this matrix. Hence we came to know about this malware sample regarding its malicious intent and functionality. As for now, it has categorized it as the rat and Trojan malware. What is VirusTotal and its features? VirusTotal is a website created by Spanish security company Hispec Systems. It aggregates many antivirus products and online scan engines to check for malware and viruses that the users on antivirus may have missed or to verify against any false positive. VirusTotal contains features such as it inspects files over 70 antivirus scanners. It has also features of UR domain blacklisting services. It also provides real-time malware signature updates. It also consists use file characterization tools and datasets. It has varieties of virtual machines for executing various malware samples. It also discovers network infrastructure used by attackers, such as of command and controls, domains, and payloads. It also has a interactive process graphs, and it also shows changes in registry keys and other interesting indicators of compromise. Here comes the homepage of VirusTotal after successful login. We have to choose our sample malware to be uploaded. It's calculating its hashes of uploaded sample. Now here is the result of analysis by VirusTotal. As of now, we can see that out of 72 engines, 53 engines has detected this file as a suspicious file. In detection section, it has shown list of various antivirus and platforms which has detected this malicious script and file as of suspicious regarding various possible types of malware based on its signature and functionalities. Moving towards detail section, it shows the basic properties as of various hashes, file type, size, etc. It also includes its history, file versions. It also shows its header details and various dynamic link libraries that are important within malware sample. In the next section, that is relation, it shows various connected IPs and its origin country. It also shows execution of parent details. And here is the graph summary in which it represents flow of malicious sample to its steps of execution in relation with obtained IP address. Here in this graph we can see that the process of execution is linked with the IP address that has been described in this graph. Moving towards next section, that is behavior section. Here it displays the network communication as of with IP address mentioned below. It also includes file system actions, which covers files that have been opened and files that are written. It also shows the list of files that have been deleted and files that have been modified attributes and recently files that have come to be dropped. Then onwards, it also shows various registry actions that includes list of registry key that have been opened, list of registry key that have been set, list of registry key that have been deleted. Finally, it also displays various process and service actions that have been created, the list of processes that have been executed, list of processes that have been terminated. Here is the community section where the people can comment regarding any malware sample that have been previously uploaded by any user. As for conclusion, we came to know about basic definition and terminologies regarding malware and malware analysis. We also discussed regarding types and tools of different malware analysis approaches. Lastly, we also carried out dynamic malware analysis on a sample malware using AnyRun and VirusTotal tools, from which we came to know about various functionality of malware sample and categorize it as a rat and Trojan malware.